Alright guys, so I had to come out to the car to make this video because if you don't know, I have an alcoholic mother who just some nights just can't control her shit. So I kind of need a quiet place to talk about this, but I wanted to talk to you guys about going through a breakup because I know a lot of people struggle with it, and a lot of you guys come to me asking how to get over a breakup, and it's something that needs a lot of attention because it's something that can really hurt people, and trying to make it through it without having a hand is something that is very hard. And I know some people out there struggle with being able to open up to people and having people that will really help them out. So this is why I want to make this video for. So you just went through a breakup. How do you feel? You probably feel hurt. You probably feel sad. Probably feel angry. You might feel regretful. Whatever it is you might feel, that's completely normal. You feel exactly how you should feel. Even if you feel lost, you feel exactly how you should feel. This is how a breakup feels. It's supposed to feel like that. And if you're asking yourself, well, does the other person feel this way? It doesn't matter. Don't make assumptions about how the other person feels. Most of the time, people will hide how they feel as a defense mechanism. They will act like you never mattered and they never cared as a defense mechanism, when in reality, they really are hurt. They really miss you. But they're not going to reach out and talk to you because their ego and pride is in the way. So don't worry about that. Just worry about yourself at this moment because you are what's most important. So the reason you really hurt like this is because when you grow with somebody, they become a part of your identity. And when you lose a part of your identity, it really hurts. This is because you lose a sense of who you are. And when you lose that sense of who you are, you become very lost. But the beauty in this is what I really need you to look at on the bright side. You know, everybody talks about look on the positive side. This is the positive side of losing that bit of identity that you attached with that person, you know. When you're at rock bottom, there's no way but up. It sounds very cliche, but when you're at rock bottom, there is no way but up. So when you lose this person, you are going to go through somewhat of a spiritual, almost awakening. You're going to learn about yourself more. A couple signs that you don't truly know yourself is that you are not okay with being alone. And it's okay to not know yourself. It's something we all have to go through, and we all go through on different time paces. So if you feel like you struggle being alone, if you feel like you just can't stand being alone, and that's why you want this person back in life, that's why it hurts so much, it's because you are going through finding yourself. You can picture breakups like yin and yang. There's very negative emotions that come with it, but there's also something beautiful that blossoms. There's the positive side of this. Yes, it's going to hurt, but yes, it's going to teach you so much. Yes, the future you created with that person, the future you thought about in your head with them is gone, but the future you are going to live now is going to be so much brighter because you went through this. Breakups is what change people, especially if you're a man. Behind every successful man is a woman that hurt him, a woman that motivated him, a woman that made him furious, a woman that made him really get his fucking shit together. And you really do have to ask yourself, why did we break up? What are the reasons you guys broke up? Because you can't always blame it on the other person. I'm not saying it was your fault, but was there something more you could learn from this? Was there something more you could learn about yourself? Try to take as much value and information and grow as much as possible from this breakup. Use that pain that this breakup caused you and turn it into power. Hit the gym. Start getting up earlier. Start journaling. Start trying out new habits. If you have a desire to become what we call successful, it all boils down to your habits. And honestly, looking back at my life, I made the most progress after a breakup because that pain I had pushed me to have the greatest habits ever. We all need a motivating factor. If you guys have watched my recent YouTube videos, you know that I don't like the word motivation, but motivation will really push you far. I'd like to think of it more like momentum. That pain is momentum. Every day you carry it with you, it pushes you farther. But here's the thing. If you stay stuck in the past, if you stay stuck thinking about them, if you stay stuck regretting stuff, if you stay stuck wishing they would come back, if you stay stuck with all these things, you are not going to grow. You are not going to have the momentum. Your life is not going to get better. And that's the straight truth. That is the straight truth. You can't sit around wishing things would have gone different, wishing this person was still around. One thing you need to learn about love is that it has to be free-flowing. Love is not transactional. When you give love, you don't get something in return. I know it seems like that's the way it should be, but it's not. When you change your mindset that you're able to give love without having to receive anything back, you are going to cause yourself a lot less pain in life. Because you gave what you gave out of the love of your heart. Not because you expected something back. Not because you wanted to be entitled to something. You gave it out because you are a good person. I know you are a good person. But sometimes we just don't know this. We don't have that mindset. And have that mindset has caused me so much less pain in life. I remember I've been through 8 breakups in life. A lot of them broke my heart, and I always remember questioning myself. How could they do this to me when I gave them so much? When I showed so much love, when I spent so much money on them, when I spent so much time with them, when I woke up and texted them good morning for months and good night for months, some even years. I just didn't understand it. But what I came to realize is that is just how it's going to be. People come into your life and they leave. And if you try to block that door, if you try to block that exit, it's only going to hurt more. The sooner you can accept what happened, the sooner you can take what happened to you and use it as fuel to change your life, the sooner you are going to become a much greater, stronger, high-value person. And because of this, you're going to attract so many more greater, better, loving people into your life. It is a fact that like attracts like. If it seems like you keep getting into shitty, toxic, maybe even abusive relationships, I know it might hurt to say, but you need to take a long look at what you have learned from all these relationships. And if you haven't learned much, then you have some reflecting to do. It's hard to sit with your emotions and learn from them. It's hard to not use something external to cover up these emotions, such as another relationship, such as something that just does not allow you to grow from it. So turn that pain you were going through into power. Like I said, go to the gym, start getting into better routines, start building better habits, start focusing more on you, because when you put the focus on yourself, other people will focus on you. Your attractiveness is not just how you look. It's the person you are. It's the things you do. It's the energy of your aurora. And if you want to raise your energy, you have to start treating yourself better. You have to start becoming a person you truly admire in all ways. So what I want you to realize from all that is that this breakup is not the end. This is the start of something new, the start of something beautiful, the start of your life fucking taking off and changing for the better. The people who are going to come in your life after you fully digest what happened, after you fully learn from it, after you fully turn that pain into power, it's going to be beautiful. These people are going to be beautiful. These people are going to blow you away. You're not even going to feel worthy of them in your life, but you are worthy of them. This is what you need to realize. You're worthy of everything. Do not let this breakup make you feel unworthy, because you're totally worthy of everything you desire, of everything you want. You are totally worthy of that person you want, and you will get that person. But you are not going to get that person if you don't learn, if you don't go through the trials and tribulations. So don't worry about them leaving. Everything's going to get better. Just every day get up and remember how they made you feel. And remember that you deserve better. And remember one day you're going to have kids. And if that person would have been the mother or father to your kids, would you have wanted that? Seriously, look at the way they acted. Look at the way they treated you. Look at the things they did. Is that the type of person you would want to be the mother or father of your kids? Because the last thing you should want for your kids is divorced parents, is trauma, is pain. I went through that. It's not pretty. And I'm sure more than half of you have went through that. It's not pretty. So think about them. So depending on the severity of your breakup, depending on how much you were attached to this person, it's going to be hard not to get into dark places very often. You might lay in bed at night and really, really get into your feels, really beat yourself up, really let those negative thoughts affect you. But realize this: you aren't the thinker of your thoughts. You are the observer of all these thoughts. Everything that is going on in your head, you are able to choose what thoughts you give power to and what thoughts you don't give power to. If you start giving power to these thoughts, it's going to activate what's called your pain body. Your pain body is basically like a demon. It's every single painful thing you have gone through. And when you activate your pain body, life starts to really hurt. So when you catch yourself slipping, when you catch your energy dropping, take action. Don't allow yourself to slip. Open up your journal and start writing. Hit the floor and do some push-ups. Whatever it is to get out of that dark place, you have to do. You can't accept it. You can't let it win. Because you deserve to be happy. You deserve to make it through this and learn and grow as much as possible. So do that for yourself. And second off, there's 2 rules I want to leave you with. Number 1, never take anything personal. And number 2, never make assumptions. These are rules I learned from the book, The 4 Agreements. You guys should go listen to that. It's only a 2-hour listen. It's amazing. But number 1, don't take things personal. Never take things personal, because a lot of the times it is self-reflection of the other person. This person might have said some hurtful things. This person might have said some, or might have done some hurtful things after the breakup or during the breakup. Maybe they were abusive or whatever they did. Do not take it personal, because it was not because of you. It was because of them. No matter how deep, no matter how much you think you knew them, there was still a lot of stuff you didn't know. You don't know what trauma that person's been through. You don't know what secrets that person is hiding. So don't take that shit personal. It's all them. They have issues. Just like everybody in this world. You're not the only person with them. They have issues too. And number 2, don't assume. A lot of people like to assume that the other person didn't get hurt by the breakup. But trust me, they did. You're beautiful. You're amazing. You're a loving person. How would they not get hurt? Unless they're a full-blown narcissist, they're hurt. And even if it's not hitting them this week or next month, it's going to hit them later on in life. It will. But don't worry about that. Because again, the focus should be on you. The focus should be on your happiness and your quality of life. So don't worry about that. So if you guys need to talk to me, make sure you guys hit my Instagram DMs. If you like this video, drop a like. If you have any questions, drop a comment and answer each other. Hope you enjoyed. And remember to use this pain as power. Because this is not the end. This is the beginning of something beautiful.